Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with another piece of Master Quest, and as we established in the last couple of episodes, the flavour of the moment is death and misery, and the joke here is, that's the theme of the guest commentator that I chose. I chose the first person who came to mind to remind me of those themes. I'm so good at saying words. Guest, you're quite welcome to introduce yourself, because I am not doing you the justice you deserve.
It's me, Joth ending. Also been referenced here as Excelda before, so if you talked about Excelda, that was probably me. What's up?
Because there's obviously more than one Excelda out there, and so it's a crapshoot as to whether I'm talking about you or not.
Absolutely. I'm here to just give you that addition to the atmosphere of death and despair.
Yep, first person that came to mind. One thing with this here Shadow Temple, this is why we needed to get the Lens of Truth in the last couple of episodes. This first puzzle, a load of these skulls don't actually exist, and we need to make the thing point the real one, and that was perfectly grammar. And if you point it at the wrong one, then this little plaza thing opens like a pair of trapdoors, and then you fall and die.
Oh.
And I never see Let's Players show that off, but I kind of have too much pride to show it off as well, and I feel like we might have needed the fire arrows after all, which is good because I've got them, but that puzzle can wait because there's this over here. The wall made of skulls. Which just reminds me of that advertising campaign for the Deadpool film, where it was a bunch of emoji and then the letter L, but then people misread it, and so they made a follow-up advert for it, where it said in the title font of the film, Skull Poop L.
Perfect. Yeah, I remember seeing that. The Deadpool advertising campaign is just top-notch. I've not actually seen Deadpool, but I know that I've heard that it's good.
Likewise, I'm not really a film-going person, and I need a key, and there are no keys. Well, that's not entirely true. I have a key, but it's a water temple key that I still don't know where it goes, but I can't use it in this dungeon.
What? You just have an old key.
And in fact, this episode is actually being recorded on the day that the episode went up, blah. In the episode that went up today, I did the third episode of the Water Temple, in which I got a key and I have no use for it, and also, perhaps, we're gonna have to come back here later then, because we made a crystal block appear and now we're going down here. That was beautiful commentary.
And now we're going into this place, with the things and the stuff.
And we are doing all of the things and many stuff with our stuff when we thing.
That's it.
Ugh. Why? Why the teeth? It has teeth, and I am bothered by this. That, again, beautiful commentary.
I also have teeth.
Heathen.
So excuse me.
What are you doing wearing your teeth like that? Save some for the rest of us.
Wearing them in your mouth instead of all over your arms.
And there's yet another key door. I forget which door goes where. It's been so long since I've done the Shadow Temple, and you never have. And also, oh yeah, there's a load of silver rupees in this dungeon, and I don't remember offhand whether some of them are fake, because not all of them make noises as I recall, or if it's just some of the silver rupees don't make noises because they're supposed to only be 5, but in this context they're a butt, which is a number. They're a butt of silver rupees.
How much are silver rupees worth?
I think that they're worth either 1, 2, or 5, either depending on the context or the game. I don't remember, but they're like those pink coins that they recently added to Mario Maker. Except they don't turn into a key; they are the key. Bwong. Also, I have yet to acknowledge the spinny death in the middle of this room. And it's literally spinny death as well. It's 2 Grim Reapers being all deathy and stuff.
I have yet to acknowledge death.
This is also true. Death, you cannot claim me, I am not canon. Or you are not canon, or neither of us are canon, and you can't kill that which is already non-existent? What are words, and how do they function?
Mortality? Not for me.
I do strike myself as the sort of person who could, I don't know, wake up from a coma and be like, 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And yay, I got a piece of toilet paper with creative drawings on it.
Now I'm just imagining, like, someone walking down an aisle in a store, and there's just a product there, and it's just, like, mortality. And you just... you just look at it, and you're just like, I don't need that.
I would, but it's not on special offer, so maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week.
Wait till it's on sale.
Now, this is a dickish thing that I remember. Well, first of all, invisible thing and invisible chest. If it weren't for that enemy there, you'd have no way of knowing that there's this chest here, and if memory serves, it contains a key, and you need the key in order to live.
Well.
Yay!
What a friendly key. Keeping people alive.
How generous. Sitting there and not looking like a fish skeleton.
Not having teeth in its mouth. Like a decent human being.
And it has teeth, but it's like on the very end of its leg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there
Legs so hot you fry an egg.
Legs so hot you unlock a door.
Oh.
Just...
I don't even know how else I can respond to that. Just walking up to a locked door and like, I have a key, but instead I will just flex my leg at it like some sort of Victorian...
It's like putting your leg up so that like your heel is up high on the door, and you're just standing there like...
The lock just sort of pops open because it's managed to sweat itself into submission.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm completely wasting my time here by going back to this locked door because this is not the direction of progress.
It's the direction of the other way.
Yeah, it's the direction of Congress because pro is the opposite of con. I'm in no position to comment because I don't know shit about America's political system. Apart from maybe don't build a wall.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Maybe don't Donald Trump. I'm here to make political statements on your YouTube channel.
Oh no, you're sharing opinions on the internet. Whatever will I do? Even though that's kind of what I do for a living apart from games. I also opinion. And sometimes people like it, but sometimes people don't.
Internet opinions.
Clearly the least controversial thing on the planet.
Honestly.
Now, is this the chest of the butter shoes? Nope, it's the compass. Well then, where are the... I want to say that the butter shoes are in this wing of the temple somewhere, but I feel like they're completely optional in this version of the game.
The what shoes?
The shoes of butter. They do butt things.
Oh, they the flying... What?
Also, I'm being attacked by pots. I feel like there's like a drug commentary in there somewhere, like, oh no, my life is being ruined by pots that get high by themselves.
I love those ads that are just like, I tried pot, now I'm gay. Like...
That sounds more like a reason why you should.
Really, though?
It's a motivational speech.
Exactly.
Why homo? Try homo. And there's another one of those crystal walls that you're not supposed to know is there. You're just supposed to think it's a regular wall, but then your lens of truth. And oh, it's the room with the eyes that see. It's funny, because the eyes is an anagram of they see. And one of these eyes, like, most of these eyes shoot fire, but then this one doesn't, because it's actually a switch, but you're not supposed to realise that.
Ooh.
And that's what turns off the crystal fuck. Yay!
But if they're inanimate, do they really see? Or are they not inanimate? Are they just watching you? Are they just, like, beings that are watching you and you shoot them in the eye and they're like, ah! And then they cause a door to open?
Asking the real questions.
Why would you do that?
Just reminded of the cake from that one Asduf movie. And I've learned nothing from my last excursion with this enemy, which I think was in the last episode, but no promises. Because I have a brain that does brain things sometimes, but not all the time.
Agreed. Same.
Relatable as fuck. And I like how as fuck is just this unit of measurement.
It's everything. Yeah, it is. It's just a unit of contextually relevant measurement.
I like how, as well, we're paying no mind to the fact that I'm fighting this mass of bloody flesh that's just trying to eat my face. Oh, and I just killed it as well.
Is that the thing with the hands that come out of the ground?
Yep.
I do not like that thing. I don't like it.
Well, that just means it's doing its job. And given the size of that chest, yay, I think this is the butter shoes. Just like in the original, funnily enough. See, in the last 2 episodes, I mused how Master Quest changed the bottom of the well, which is like the prelude to this dungeon. And yes, these are definitely butter shoes. I know that's someone else's meme, but I don't remember whose it is, and I agree they look like butter. And they slip like butter as well.
Shoe flies.
And before I leave, let me show you Tel Aviv. No, this isn't 2015. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't like a loose key in here, because in the bottom of the well, they make the dead hand in the bottom of the well completely optional, which kind of removes it as the dungeon set piece. Now, I used this last episode, but I feel like I didn't words it goodly enough. But I don't know. Since the game's built around, like, it's designed for people who've never played Master Quest but who have played Ocarina of Time, so they'd feel like, oh, bottom of the well, just go straight for the dead hand and hope for the best. And this thing is reset apparently, so okay, I will show off the thing that I'm too proud to show off. Oh no, it can't be moved. Never mind. I tried. So yeah, the idea is to get veterans to. Okay, now it feels like I'm talking about the old ex-war people from America. Those veterans. Just get them to gravitate towards the boss room, which then they're like, oh my god, this is clearly what I'm supposed to do. What do you mean it's not what I'm supposed to do? Oh no, whatever will I do with my life?
Ah.
And we have 2 Gibdos, and they are both doing no things.
I mean, that feels like life in general. Just, oh, that's
Standing
not
there
what
doing
I was
nothing?
supposed to do.
Oh. Well, that also.
Well, it happened.
I feel like because there's a chest in here, this is probably how I'm going to get that other key, so. I feel like, I don't even know if the butter shoes are required for anything other than the boss, and even then, the boss, oh wait, no it is, there's a room later. So the butter shoes are only really needed for this dungeon, and it's gonna get obnoxious me calling them that.
What do they do here exactly?
They make you float.
Oh. Just
The most underwhelming item ever.
Just like a little bit of floating?
Just a little bit of temporary floatage.
Ah.
I suppose I should put them on to demonstrate them, but I shall wait until they are needed. Now, I don't trust this room at all, because in the original there are spiders that do things, and I think I made a spider don't reference in the last episode, so I'm going to refrain. Oh wait, too late.
Spider did.
I'm slightly worried that there might be wall masters in here, but well, we've got blade traps, which I would gladly take a blade trap over a. Oh no, there are spiders after all. But I haven't been warned about the possible existence of wall masters, so I shall not worry about them. And then if I get kicked out of the dungeon, then I'm completely blaming Navi for being all hey and listen and Kyrgyzstani.
Hey.
Slightly less obnoxious than the postman from Twilight Princess. Debatable.
Hey! Listen to me talk about things.
I still maintain, if I could have been bothered, I would have edited every single time, maybe just in the first episode, maybe in the entirety of this project. Whenever Navi makes a noise, just change it so that she goes, yo.
Perfect.
But it took slightly too much effort, and I'm a fine one to discuss too much effort, considering that Masayanella did an LP of Master Quest, but the 3DS version, so everything was backwards and also on the bottom screen and top screen, and there were screens involved, and so she'd green screen out the bottom screen so she could have her health visible on the top screen, and so I'm a fine one to talk about it taking too much effort to do something interesting.
Dang.
Words. Now, I genuinely wonder, how long is this dungeon going to take? Because look at all those silver rubies. The Wash Temple only took 2 episodes to get through the required stuff, so I remember this dungeon being short and linear. And also throat, apparently.
My estimate is I have no idea.
How so very insightful. And you're supposed to see this eye switch from that other platform and try to shoot it, but then there's an invisible platform in the way, so you can't shoot it until you get to here, and I forget what it does. Oh wow, game, you're not even going to tell me. Okay, well, thanks for that, that was helpful. Maybe it's just me, but I don't find the Shadow Temple anywhere near as intimidating as the bottom of the well, and oh, it's the invisible death, and this is the one with the loads of silver. Like, there's just silver everywhere, and all of the things, and also keys, but they're visible, I think. I can't tell. I'm seeing so much truth that I can't see whether the truth is truthfully truth or lying about being true, because I'm only seeing its trueness.
Well.
Which sounds like an unmentionable organ. Power right in the trueness.
Yeah, I haven't done the Shadow Temple, but I have done the bottom of the well, which was spooky. That's my words.
I think bottom of the well is definitely worse, although I think doing the Master Quest bottom of the well blind is the most horrifying experience. Simply because I don't want to do this and I'm having to be here longer than anticipated, but see, I'm actually disappointed that I got through the bottom of the well so easily in the last 2 episodes, because no, I had a really tough time with it when I originally played Master Quest. It's not fair. I want to have a tough time now, but instead I breezed through it like some sort of really professional pancake maker.
Like some sort of person who's done it before.
I know. It's offensive.
Terrible.
I completely missed the silver rupee. Ugh. Eh.
What is that thing that's like whacking you with a slice? It's like slicing through the room and I can't clearly see what it is.
It's invisible death, but there's 2 of them. It's the thing from earlier, but less seeable.
So it's like Death Propeller?
Yes.
Perfect.
Complete with scythe and hood and probably fluent in Swedish.
That's me, I'm the Death Propeller.
Yes. I know you well and can confirm.
That's why I'm here.
The death propeller on my plane of flying towards unlifeness. Took the joke too far and completely killed it. Which is actually fitting, because this temple's theme is death.
Murder.
Yay! Which just reminds me of a post I saw on Tumblr about how, because crows are really intelligent, there is a high probability that crows have memes, and therefore crow memes are a thing.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, and this is what that switch did before. It made more crystal fucks fuck crystally. Yay. And then all was death.
More crystals did the crystal thing.
I'm looking at the time. We're approaching 20 minutes, but it's not quite end episode times yet, so if you have anything of importance to say, now is for best time to word saying.
Well, I can see here that we're playing a video game.
Oh my god, really?
And I'm here, and I'm an American. There you go.
Oh my god, seriously? I thought you were from New Zealand. I feel so cheated.
That would be quite a mistake.
I mean, I know it's like, not considered offensive, but like, an easy way to offend someone from New Zealand is to mistake them for an Australian, but how about if I mistake an American for a New Zealand person? How offensive is that? Ha ha! I shall offend all the people. Because, equality. You can't... If everyone's offended, then nobody's offended, because everyone's offended equally. Why did you give me arrows for that puzzle? And now which way do I go? There are different ways I can... Okay, this looks like... Okay, I feel like this is probably the... Well, it's the wrong way to go, but it's right because it's wrong, you know?
Very. I completely understand this.
Understandably. Well, with that being the case... Also, I have been continuing to be tessellating hexagons, and in the next episode we'll do the stone umbrella room because we seem to have sneaked up upon 20 minutes, so... That's a thing.
See ya.